I feel like the book comes across as like a very actionable read where you're like there's a lot of takeaways and things, but then she's also sharing a lot of her personal takes on it. So what do you think are some of the main takeaways that come from this book for you?
Yeah, sure. There's so many. I mean, I feel like we could spend like an entire semester talking
Hmm.
about this book. But I think the overall main takeaways would be she's sort of reframing sexual well-being as all about pleasure, right? So it's no longer these how many times are you having intercourse, or what is the end goal, right? But it's more reframing like sexual pleasure, and then reframing context around sexual pleasure, right? So really looking at the external circumstances combined with the internal state as the foundation here. And then I think a really important piece, which is a theme throughout couples therapy in general, is looking at sustained sexual connection, not as if it's not happening, there's a blame between one of the partners being like wrong or problematic, but that there's a system that you're co-creating together. And so if something's off, it's curiosity about what's happening in the system instead of blame of like somebody's wrong here in this. So it allows a lot of curiosity. I think she also really challenges what is normal, like the myths of what is normal. And then there's
Hmm.
a big challenge to the myths of patriarchy and gender here as
Hmm.
well, right? Which really get in the way of that co-creation and connection and emotional intimacy. But really, like overall, I just the takeaway is like all of this can be accessible when we get out of the psychology language and into true curiosity about like what our own history is, what our ideas about our own self and needs and sex are.